I didn't warn my brother he was about to be exposed. I let the numbers he trusted tell the truth instead. I didn't warn my brother. I let the numbers catch him first. My brother always believed money told the truth. That's what he used to say when we were kids, numbers don't lie, people do. He repeated it like a shield, like believing in math made him immune to consequences. For most of his life, it worked. Evan was the golden one. MBA by 26. CFO by 34. The kind of man who wore tailored suits and spoke in percentages instead of emotions. At family dinners, he talked about leverage and exposure, while our parents nodded like they understood. I worked in data analytics for a mid-sized logistics firm. Quiet job. Invisible job. Evan called it my spreadsheet hobby. I didn't mind. People like Evan only respect what they can't see coming. The first red flag was casual. It started with a favor. "Hey," Evan said over the phone one night, relaxed, confident. "You're good with numbers. Can you sanity check something for me?" He emailed me a spreadsheet. Forecast models. Revenue projections. Clean formatting. Too clean. The assumptions column caught my eye first. Aggressive growth curves. Vendor rebates counted twice. Deferred liabilities pushed just far enough out to look harmless. I asked him where the data came from. "Internal," he said. "Trust me." That was the moment I knew something was wrong. Evan didn't trust anyone. Not even himself. Quiet observation. I didn't accuse him. I didn't warn him. I asked questions. Over the next few weeks, I noticed patterns. Evan suddenly paid for everything at family events. New car. New condo. Expensive watch he pretended not to care about. Meanwhile, his company, an investment firm that loved buzzwords like disruption and agility, was aggressively courting new investors. I did what I do best. I watched. Public filings. Quarterly reports. Footnotes no one reads. That's where the truth lives. The numbers told a different story. Revenue was inflated through short-term circular transactions. Loans labeled as income. Expenses deferred indefinitely. Assets valued based on anticipated partnerships. Legal? Barely. Ethical? No. Sustainable? Absolutely not. The most interesting part. Every questionable decision funneled back to one department. Evans. He'd built the system so that no one reviewed his work closely. Trusted face. Trusted voice. Trusted math. The kind of setup that collapses beautifully under scrutiny. He thought I was loyal. Evan started calling more often. Things are about to explode, he said one night, laughing. In a good way. I congratulated him. He talked about future plans. Early retirement. Private equity. Maybe even politics. You should think bigger, he told me. You're smart. You just don't play the game. I smiled on my end of the phone. I was playing. Just not his game. I didn't report him. I didn't send documents. I didn't name names. I didn't make accusations. I submitted a neutral data inconsistency query through the firm's anonymous risk portal. 3 sentences. No emotion. No conclusions. Just questions. The kind auditors love. The first crack. 2 weeks later, Evan missed Sunday dinner. Said he was traveling. His assistant updated her LinkedIn headline to "Open to Work." Their stock price dipped for no visible reason. At Thanksgiving, Evan was quieter. Drinking more. Checking his phone constantly. You okay? I asked. Yeah, he said too quickly. Just busy. Numbers don't lie. But stress does. The audit arrived. It came quietly. No announcement. No drama. Just an external firm requesting documentation for routine review. Evan called me that night. "They're nitpicking," he said. "It's annoying." I listened. "They'll find nothing," he added, trying to convince himself. I agreed. Silence is powerful when someone expects reassurance. The collapse was mathematical. One discrepancy led to another. One assumption unraveled the model. One deferred liability turned into 5. Then 10. By the time the board understood what was happening, it wasn't fraud in the cinematic sense. It was worse. It was systemic misrepresentation. Carefully structured. Well documented. Impossible to deny. Evan was placed on administrative leave, pending review. That's corporate language for "we're done with you." He finally looked at me differently. He came to my apartment one night. No suit. No watch. Just tired eyes and shaking hands. "You knew," he said. It wasn't a question. I didn't answer. "Why didn't you warn me?" he asked. I looked at him calmly. "You wouldn't have listened," I said. "You trust systems more than people." He laughed bitterly. "I built that system." I nodded. "And you believed it would protect you." The aftermath. Evan resigned before termination. The firm restated earnings. Investors sued. Regulators took interest. He wasn't arrested. He wasn't ruined overnight. But his name became radioactive. No board seat. No advisory role. No second act. Just consulting gigs that quietly disappeared. The last conversation. Months later, he texted me. "Do you think I'm a bad person?" I took my time replying. "I think you believed the numbers would forgive you." He never responded. The truth. I didn't destroy my brother. I didn't confront him. I didn't expose him publicly. I didn't raise my voice. I asked the system the right questions. And the numbers did what they always do. They told the truth.